I have worn many masks over the centuries. Dr. Augustine Lieber was renowned, professional, and trusted. Frank Stone confided in me, allowed me to unlock his potential during those dark days in the psychiatric ward. And now, a new guise, a new timeline, a new chance. Giving them the camera, I admit, was unfair, even for me. They couldn't know what power they held in their hands, nor what cruelty awaits them in the steel mill. But what true creator wouldn't suffer for their art?
Are you okay?
Yeah. Guess I just dozed off a bit. Wait, what happened to Augustine again?
She left.
Left?
She said she had to do something very urgently in her private reliquary.
Hey, now that we're all awake again, can we forget about Augustine for a minute and talk about the 1,000-foot-long elephant in the room?
Oh.
1,000 feet is the average length of film in a movie.
Oh.
Guess we were all playing it close to the vest before, huh?
It's not my film. I just worked on it. Didn't direct it. It's not even on my official filmography.
I meant how we were all holding back about our film strips.
Oh, right.
Whether you take credit for it or not, it's definitely the most infamous project that's associated with you. Cursed film collectors have been unsuccessfully searching for any trace of it for years. And now we are all here, each with our own little slice of a mysterious pie. It's a pretty big deal.
So, all of our film strips, they're part of this movie you and your friends made, Linda?
If they're not fakes, yeah.
Mine's not fake.
And all that stuff you said about it being cursed?
Murderous rages, CIA interrogation, total disassociation with reality. Because it's so rare, only a few people know for sure. So they say. If Augustine wants the only known surviving pieces of it, she's gonna have to pay up.
Why do you think she wants it so bad? I mean, it's not really cursed, right?
I prefer not to dwell on the past. We're here, someone's offering to buy our sections of the film. That is all I'm concerned with right now.
Providence goes a long way towards a successful sale.
So do motives. I don't know about you, but I would very much like to know why Augustine is so desperate to get her hands on this film.
Well, first rule of business is to gather every bit of intel you can on your opponent. And I don't know about you two ladies, but I have been itching to get a little look-see around this big old house of curiosities.
Are we allowed to look around?
What do you say, director? Want to keep sitting around, or want to peek behind the curtain?
What are you waiting for?
Now this is a real bold statement kind of room, you know what I mean? New Augustine got cash, but not like this kind of cash.
Sounds like you didn't scout your mark as well as you thought.
In business, we don't call them marks.
Hustling is a racket, not a business.
I wouldn't underestimate my scouting skills, if I were you. A lot rattling around up here that could be mutually beneficial.
Why don't you tell me how you know so much about Murder Mill?
I'm a big fan. It's your first credit.
Cut the shit, man.
Okay. You wanna know the truth? When I first heard about it, I didn't believe it was real. But the more I looked into it, the more breadcrumbs I found, and the further I followed the trail, the more fascinated I became. Not just in the film, in the legend. Whether you meant to or not, you create a monster with this movie. Even if it isn't really cursed, the fact that everyone believes it is makes it real.
Believing in something doesn't make it real.
Well, that's why I had to find out for myself. Took me a couple years, but when the opportunity came for me to actually acquire a genuine piece of it, I jumped at the chance.
And just how did you acquire it, exactly?
Hey, just catching up. So, what have you guys found?
Not much. But the night's young.
Not as young as you think. Let's keep looking around. Can't deny this place would make an incredible film location.
Ah, yes. Let's check out the other floors. Good thinking.
Wait, hold on a second.
What?
Before all this goes any further, I need to know how both of you got your pieces of the film.
Well, it's no secret, really. After my mom died a few months ago, I found it when I was going through her stuff.
Maddie, what was your mom's name?
Both, or...
Was it Bonnie Rivera?
Yeah, it... How did you know that?
You look just like her.
Did you know my mom?
A long time ago. A whole other lifetime. Her younger brother, Jaime, was one of my closest friends.
Uncle Jaime, I never met him.
I hadn't heard that Bonnie had passed.
Yeah, it was pretty sudden.
Wow. Maddie, it's quite sad. Very touching.
I'm so sorry you had to go through that. It's never easy to lose someone you love.
Thanks. Lucky for me, it wasn't my first rodeo.
Bonnie. I wish I'd stayed in touch with her.
Weren't you wondering where both of our film strips came from?
I don't suppose you'd like to enlighten me.
Of course.
And?
Well, I can't just tell you for free, can I? This kind of information is very valuable.
What's your price?
You know what? I'm gonna have to get back to you on that.
Wow. Powerful resemblance and
Whoa.
quite a piece. Look at the metalwork.
It's beautiful. Yeah? And what would you do if it was you here instead of me? You sure would get a kick out of this place. And then you'd probably kick me out of this place and keep it all to yourself.
Who are you talking to?
No, I wasn't.
I could hear you.
I was talking to my mom. To Bonnie. I was in Berlin, at school, when I heard she was sick. But it was my midterms, and she said I should just come home when I finished. So I did. But by then it was too late. She died while I was over the Atlantic. It all happened so fast, it doesn't feel like she's gone. So I just kind of pretend like she isn't.
She was a good talker.
Yeah, she was. Hey, look at this. This was just last summer. I know you said it had been a really long time, but can you tell me anything about her from when you knew her?
Gosh. Well, she was the most intimidating girl I've ever met. Even after I got to know her. She did everything she wanted to do, and nobody could stop her.
And that sounds like Mom. Any good stories?
Yeah. Yeah, there is something I've been thinking about. I've never told anyone else. It was a long time ago. We were just kids, making a movie. Jaime, Chris, and me. Everything's still so fuzzy about what happened, but there's one thing that always just stuck in my mind. Clear as a bell. That night, we were on our way home from picking up a new camera. We were driving past the Rivera's house. The garage door was wide open, full of light. And the craziest fucking sound you ever heard was just tearing out of there in every direction. And right in the middle of it all was Bonnie. I don't think I've ever seen anyone so completely in tune with themselves. The only thing that mattered was that moment. Nothing else. That was your mom.
Thank you.
Hey guys? Look.
What? I don't see anything.
Ah! There! Right there!
Oh my God, there's someone out there.
Great. If this plot gets any thicker, it's gonna need a new pair of jeans.
Do you guys think we should be worried? I mean, what if they're dangerous? Maybe we should find Augustine and let her know.
Even if you wanted to tell her, good luck finding her.
She said she was going to her private reliquary. That's a place for artifacts, right?
There's artifacts all over the place.
Right. So, if you were gonna have a private place for extra special, extra valuable artifacts, maybe you'd put them behind a door like that.
You've got a point.
Can't we just knock?
I doubt anything can get through that, including sound.
Which means it might be the safest place to be, whether Augustine's in there or not.
Okay.
What's taking them so long? I thought we were gonna have a production meeting before we shoot. The van's already all loaded up.
I read an article that said girls don't like it when guys get all twisted up about their punctuality. They find it controlling.
What? Why did you need an article to tell you that?
I just thought you might find that information useful.
I'm not trying to control Chris. Just got a lot to do.
Uh-huh.
Hey, right on time!
Time to get cooking. What?
Nothing. Just trying to keep a low profile. Bonnie's snooping around.
All right. Is everybody ready to get this production meeting started? We got a big night ahead of us. Guys, I gotta tell you, my mind's going like a million miles an hour right now. Did you know you can get like every newspaper article ever written at the library? It's insane. It's all right there.
No, tell me more.
I've spent like all day looking up every single thing I could find about Frank Stone, the mill, the murders. We are sitting on a freaking gold mine here.
Sounds like a productive day.
I can't take all the credit. I had a little help from my assistant.
It was nothing.
Hey, modesty-free zone. I think I would have given up about 8 dozen times if this guy hadn't been there to cheer me on.
Just doing my job.
Oh, that reminds me. Now that you are an official member of the team, gotta wear the team jersey.
Wow. This is... this is amazing. I'm honored.
You wanna wear the stripes, you gotta earn the rights.
I promise I'll be the best ancillary producer you've ever seen.
Production assistant.
Yeah, totally.
Feast your eyes.
Whoa. Wait, where's Sheriff Green?
Yeah, so Dad's never exactly been stoked about that.
But I thought he got the guy.
Yeah, and Sheriff Cushik took all the credit. People around here knew what was up, but...
Let me see that.
This one's a 10-year retrospective. They go into all sorts of grisly details left out of the press the first time around.
And Dad got a little more credit, too.
This is big deal stuff. We're making our movie in the very same spot it went down. Can't beat that.
Guess not. It's definitely not something you see every day.
That's what I'm counting on.
Wait, so shouldn't we head out?
Yes, right. So, slight change of plans.
What?
When Robert and I dug into all these articles, we realized there might be an opportunity to find some places in the mill that could be even more directly connected to Stone, where we can shoot. So, it'll just take us a few minutes to look through.
That's not gonna leave us a lot of time.
Trust me, it'll be worth it. Especially if this is our only chance to go back to the mill. Here, why don't you start with these?
So we're looking for Frank Stone references.
Yeah. I can remember it clear as a bell. Don't think I've ever experienced anything like that night. Before or since. And don't reckon I ever will again. Heck, I don't know if I would have even made it out alive if it weren't for Sam Green. Man's a hero.
An omniverse? Far out.
Him crying shame. He all but gave up on finding Stone at the mill. Sam Green, he knew better. He came right up and told me we had to search every nook and cranny of that. And if we had waited just a second longer, well, there'd be one less beautiful baby in the world. Or worse. Sam took Stone down just in a nick of time. Like something out of a movie.
Thanks to Mr. Holt, nobody questioned my dad's story.
Wow.
They were friends after that. My dad gave the eulogy when Mr. Holt passed.
I didn't want to say anything, but I'm just not a fan of this.
Understandable.
Mill
Do
projections.
you think I should worry about how tight they're getting after
It
like
mentions
one
Frank.
day?
No, but
She barely knew Robert existed, and now they're inseparable.
People were depressed.
They're friends, Jaime.
At the mill?
Not at the mill, but like,
But
people who work
sometimes
there or
friends
go
both
later
long
on.
for something more. Something
years before
passionate.
a murder
Something.
Okay, stop.
Does not sound like a fun place to spend a 12-hour shift.
There are a couple.
I've been
articles
thinking about
like
something
this.
for the movie.
A mill
Take a look.
No.
What is
it's
all this?
all
I
related
came up with a new scene to shoot.
him,
That you wrote?
to the way he
Yeah.
was,
Does
or
Chris?
why
I told
he
Chris
did
about it
what he
last
did,
night.
or
Oh,
something.
she was into it?
That's your
We'll shoot it
expert
if we have
opinion?
time.
It's just
Cool.
a hunch.
This furnace chamber location is perfect, but I wouldn't have known about it without Chris's research.
What's that?
It's pretty rad.
Obituaries from
Hope we
around
have
the
time to
of
shoot
the
it.
murders and the little
It's very
before.
supportive of you. Thanks,
Good
Robert.
thinking.
I mean, Jaime, sorry. Forgot which one of you is the supportive one.
That was mean. You're mean.
Yes, I am.
Oh! Yes!
Huh?
What is...
It's a picture of Frank Stone?
Look at the date.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What?
This is from before the murders, before they realized it was Frank.
It's about mill operations, kind of a puff piece to drum up interest in new recruits. Hello, what is this?
Look at the caption.
Worker Frank Stone, machine shop.
Bullseye.
Machine shop, huh?
We've got to shoot there. That's it. That's the place.
It's perfect.
So, time to go?
Okay, people. Company move. Time to head on out and shoot the shit out of this thing. Let's go, let's go. Time is money. Let's make a movie.
Now, what were you little ding-dongs working on? Hello. Interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present the mill.
Yep. There it is.
Oh, you see the creek down there? We follow that, takes us right to the secret entrance.
I don't see it.
That's why it's secret. We don't have to do this.
Yes, we do.
Ready? Oh, careful. First step's a doozy. All right. This way.
Breathe in. I can't believe we're gonna see the place where Frank Stone actually killed people.
Okay. 2 ways into the storm drain from here.
One easy and one hard?
They're both medium difficulty.
Then give us medium one first.
Well, medium 1 is to climb the gate over there. Then it's like a straight shot right in, but it'll take us pretty close to my dad's patrol route.
And medium two?
Medium 2 is we cross to the other side, where we're a lot further away from my dad, but it's also gonna take a bit longer.
Those are both very medium.
Right down the middle.
So, which way?
Let's keep this as simple as possible and not waste any time.
Okay, we just have to be careful about my dad.
We will.
Hop on over.
Your dad really patrols the mill every single night?
Ever since I can remember.
Huh.
I used to think it was weird, but it's just kind of his thing. Growing up, nothing killed a friendly conversation quicker than someone calling my dad the hero of Cedar Hills.
I remember he didn't want to be interviewed for that profile they ran for the 10th anniversary.
It's my dad. Everybody, hide. Anyone there?
Getting too old for this.
He won't come back this way again. Let's go.
This place is awesome. I wonder what we'll find inside.
Are you absolutely sure this is safe and we're not gonna fall into some kind of ventilation shaft full of whirling fan blades?
I can't promise you won't, but at least you'll be able to see them as they tear you to pieces.
Thanks.
Brought one for everyone?
Yep.
What you got in there?
Well, the flashlights, my notebook, some pens, a couple of granola bars, 3 ponchos, first aid kit, bottle opener, sunscreen, collapsible cookware, and utensils.
You know we're not hiking the Appalachian Trail, right?
Always be prepared. We must be under the mill by now. Just gotta find a way up.
Haven't you ever talked to your dad about that night?
What night?
The night he was here with Frank Stone?
There was one time. When I was little, and he was really drunk. Even though he doesn't remember, I kinda like knowing what he went through.
I get that.
He didn't talk to me like a little kid, or like my dad. I got to see him the way he really is. He showed me all his scars. You know he fucked up his shoulder that night? Real bad. Still can't use it like he used to. Probably never will.
Damn. I didn't know it was so intense.
He told me he and Frank Stone squared off face to face, right here in the mill. The furnace chamber, actually.
Oh, shit. What else did he tell you?
Just that he saw things no man should ever see or know.
What does that mean?
Every time I've ever brought it up, he gets that look in his eye. And I just don't want to see him like that. You sound disappointed.
No. No. But I'm glad you've got such a good relationship with your dad.
Me too. I think this is it. Up there. Oh, thank goodness.
Yes! Robert, you're a genius.
Good call on the storm drain.
Thank you, Robert.
Come on, people! No more standing around flapping our yap sacks. One more scene and we're done.